Hello again, it's Linda, and today the Shamanic Wisdom Teaching that I'm sharing with you is about energy, the size, impact, and influence of your energy and my energy and the energy of everyone around us. And it's not just people. It could be places, it could be things. There's energy in all of it. And it's the biggest thing that most people need to learn, and we're just not taught, and that is how to control and use your energy and how to respond to energies that are around you. See, contraction and expansion happens all the time, and they're happening right now. So when we breathe in, we expand, and when we breathe out, we contract. We have to. There's just not that much room in us. We want that expansion and that contraction in our breathing, and we also want them in our feelings. So what we don't want is to get stuck in either state of expanding or contracting. We need both to have that healthy flow of energy. Our flow of energy has impact on ourselves, and it has impact on others. Of course, the flow of energy that other people, places, or things emit have an impact on us too. You know, we can control both of these, how we flow and project out our energy and the impact of the energy of others on us. First, let's start with us, of course, because that's so much more fun to talk about, is ourselves. So first, it's our projection. We can make that energy big, or we can make it small. And I have a course called Powerful, Juicy First Impression. And I talk about that. That's what it's about. When you walk into a room and you're networking, you want to be aware before you even walk in there. What is your intent? And I'm big on intent. Be aware of the size, impact, and influence that your powerful energy can have on the people around you. You want to be aware of that because you want to set the intent. How big do you want to make it? Do you want all heads to turn when you walk into a room? You can do that. You might have heard that story about Marilyn Monroe was walking down the street in New York City with her photographer's wife. And the photographer's wife said, "Nobody is even noticing you, Marilyn. How could that be?" And she said, "Watch now." And she just exploded her energy and did nothing different, just kept walking down the street, just opened her energy. And then everybody, "Oh my God, it's Marilyn Monroe, it's Marilyn Monroe." You can do that too. And that's one of the things I've worked on with people, is how to do that. And it starts with that awareness. So let me tell you a little story. Went away for Thanksgiving weekend and enjoying, in a beautiful hotel, beautiful setting at a ski hill. It's more than just a ski hill now. Enjoying the pool, and several adults were having a nice, pleasant conversation. And the subject turned to something that one of the people was really fond of, one of the men. And he considered himself a student of that topic. And I watched as he talked, and he was oblivious to the impact he was having on the 4 or 5 of us in the pool with him. People around him started to leave, said nothing, didn't participate. There was no space to participate in the conversation because he was lecturing, basically, is what it was. First one person got out of the pool. Interesting. And then I got out of the pool, and then somebody else got out of the pool, and somebody else got out of the pool. Pretty soon he was only talking to one person, and that person was being extremely polite because everybody else had gotten out of the pool. But he never noticed the impact that he was having on the people around him, because he was dominating not just the conversation, but his energy was dominating the space. So that's number one. We want to be aware of the size, impact, and influence that your powerful energy can have on those around you. It took me a while to figure that out. Needless to say, I made a lot of blunders where I would just blow everybody out of the room and I was oblivious. And then when I thought about it, I was like, oh my God, I shouldn't have said that. I shouldn't have done that. Then I was filled with regret. So much easier to not do that or to be conscious of when you've done that. So the people left this pool because they were aware of the energy that was being projected onto them, and they didn't like it. So you want to control your output and also how the energy influences you. They didn't like it, so they left the space. And sometimes the energy can affect your feelings to contract, and you just pull into yourself and you feel that you're imploding basically, and you don't want to see anyone. You feel that anxious, afraid, or you're ashamed. It triggers old emotions coming up when some of that happens. Can you remember a time when maybe you had those feelings where you just wanted to just crawl back into yourself? You want to at that time experience what is your body feels, what's going on around you, because your body can feel it. Everything starts in the emotional, manifests in the physical. And the more often you raise this awareness, the easier it is for you to do it intentionally. So your intuition can guide you to be present and alert in every moment, if you choose it to be. Shut it down also where you're just sitting. You can be sitting in a very busy room and you just want to have that bubble around you. So you want to be able to control it both ways, to open up and to contract it to your own benefit, whatever it is you need to do. Do you need to expand or do you need to contract? Do you want to take the time to examine and process and understand the situation you're in and look at it from different points of view and ask questions of yourself that lead you to the right decision for every step of your life? And it may seem a bit contradictory when we're healing to overcome perceptions and beliefs regarding regrets, what or who hurt us, and what we resent. And it can make us more miserable. Sometimes the healing and the working on those things, you go to that place of misery and pain. But if it hurts, it means it needs healing. And it takes courage to sort out the real truth about the situation and understand what had gone on from the perspective of the woman of power or man of power, and not from that wounded, contracted ego. It's huge. You are a powerful person, man or woman. And before you use the power, you must discover and awaken your power. Get to know it intimately. What is my power? What makes it big? What makes it small? How does it feel? Because how you project your energy and how you receive energy really matters. Because that's what's making a difference in the world. We want to come from a place of love and not fear. We have a lot of healing to do before we can do that. And we do it one moment at a time, one day at a time. That's all it takes. Just right here, right now. Let's open our energies to being more open to love. That's what I wish for you. That's what I hope you have. Thank you so much for being with me. I'll see you again soon. Thank you so much.